Hey, what's up everybody, Mike back with another video. So today we're going to be checking out BenQ's brand new electrostatic speaker featuring stuff like 3D audio, NFC and an 18-hour runtime off a single charge, just to name a few. Coming in two flavours, we have the Trevolo S, which is the little brother, and the Trevolo 2, which is a slightly higher premium sounding speaker, both costing in the region of under £250. Electrostatic speakers, as you may know or may not know, produce sound in a completely different way over a traditional box speaker. A standard box speaker has woofers, it has a domed tweeter, it also has a big magnet with a coil, and it vibrates through the diaphragm back and forth to produce sound. Electrostatic speakers in general take a different approach. They use a super thin but a very large surface area diaphragm coated with a conductive material like, say, graphite. That's then sandwiched between two electronically charged grids to produce sound. The technology was originally created to reduce the distortion tolerance of speakers from, say, 10% down to 1%, which is a massive tenfold improvement over traditional speakers. So going back to BenQ's adoption of this technology in the form of the Trevolo S, the topic of today's video. First, this is a product not only aimed towards the audiophile, the convenience and the premium look and design and the whopping 18-hour runtime makes it ideal and a true contender to be considered for a place in any living room, kitchen, bedroom or in the workplace. Priced at £150, the Trevolo S goes heads-on against something like the Bose SoundLink Revolve, priced only £10 more than the BenQ Trevolo S. But the BenQ option does give you the same ability as the SoundLink by being able to connect two speakers wirelessly to create stereo sound. The SoundLink Revolve is only good for 12 hours, while BenQ have managed to somehow squeeze in 18 hours of continuous runtime off a single charge. Should be noted though that the SoundLink Revolve does have a water resistant rating, while BenQ's doesn't. Trevolo S comes in two variants. We have the very neutral clean white matte finish like the one you can see here, or you can actually pick up a black version and there's no price difference between the two. The unit has two folding panels with speaker mesh on both front and back, producing 360 audio. There are two LED indicator lights on the top front edge, behind which lie two rows of 3 buttons, which by the way feel very solid and have a very soft clicking sound, very premium. Behind the buttons we have the NFC, and on the rear of the unit we have charging via micro USB. Type-C would have been a nice touch here. Anyway, charging takes around 2.5 hours, and if you ask me, that's pretty decent considering the 18-hour runtime. In real-world testing, I managed to get about 15.5 hours out of my speaker, and typically using the speaker at a volume of around 65 to 70%, I'd say that's pretty impressive. Now, as you would expect, connection process is pretty simple. All you have to do is long press the power button until the LED lights start flashing alternate colours. Once you've done that, go to your Bluetooth setting on your mobile phone, find the Trevolo S speaker and connect to it. It is literally that simple. NFC also works very cleanly. I tested with my Note 8, with an iPhone 7 and even a Huawei P20 Pro, and I experienced no issues whatsoever. Going back to the Bluetooth connection, that was again very solid, and at a distance of about 10 meters there's no connection drops or any distortion creeping in to the audio quality. So I think one of the main questions to ask is, who would pay £150 for a Bluetooth speaker? Well, if you're an audiophile, then obviously that's going to be a drop in the ocean for you, because premium audio to you guys would be absolutely paramount to the actual listening experience. This is not a speaker orientated towards people who like heavy bass. This is not that kind of product, so let me make that clear to you guys. If that's your jam, then there are much better options out there from people like Anchor, and I'll even have some linked in the video description if you want to go check it out. Imagine reading a book, lying in bed, grabbing a cup of coffee while chilling in the office, or lounging around the living room in your underpants, whatever tickles your fancy. The speaker has some awesome range in the mids and the highs, and it's insane for such a small little device. Songs that you may have heard through your hi-fi or a 2.1 desk speaker will sound completely different. The clarity is incredible. If I had to complain about one thing about the sound signature of this speaker, I would say it is predominantly coming from the low ends. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just not on the same level as what it can produce at the mids and the high. That said, even at the low ends, it's still better than most £100 plus Bluetooth speaker available that you can pick up off Amazon. So yeah, I'm not complaining, I'm just probably nitpicking a little bit here. So guys, that about wraps it up from me. So if you got any questions about the speaker, feel free to hit me up in the comments section and I'll do my best to get back to you. Also remember that the giveaway is still live. You can win a gaming monitor or you can win a portable projector. Details in the video description if you want to go check it out. I'll have the speaker linked in the video description as well if you want to go pick one up. And if you're wondering, yes, my voice is still messed up and I'm hoping that it gets back to normal pretty soon. So until next time, my name is Mike, this is Tech404. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you next time.